What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. With this video, we are jumping into the brand new era of Batman with Batman issue number 125, written by Chip Zdarsky, and the artist is Jorge Jimenez. Over the last year, we have seen Batman truly go through a lot. From losing his fortune all the way up to Fear State and then everything that transpired with Shadow War. But what Chip Zdarsky's bringing us is really grounding us back in Gotham City. Getting back to Batman being the greatest detective, having Robin aka Tim Drake by his side. They are about to face the new looming threat known as FAILSAFE. So make sure that you guys have subscribed to the channel, you've liked this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into issue 125, having a brand new team come on and write Batman, our story starts us off with Bruce Wayne. Waking up from a nightmare, the first thing he does is call Selina Kyle. Maybe for nostalgia purposes, maybe just to check in and see how she is doing. There are days where Bruce Wayne, he still lives in the past. In past relationships, in past friendships. He knows in this moment that his mind, it needs to let go of the past. Cause right now, there is a murderer on the loose. The city, it needs Batman to go to work. That's what takes us to an apartment building. Police are currently surrounding this building. There seems to be a hostage situation going on. And it doesn't take long for Batman to enter this building, grab this guy, and throw him out the window, having him attached to his grappling hook. This guy is just hanging from the building. But Batman, he hears no sounds. He hears no hostages. And that is because the hostages, they have already been killed. Batman grabbing hold of this perpetrator. Batman knows that this guy, he is not the brains of the operation, trying to figure out who paid him to pull this trigger. And that is where we get to see the Penguin. And Penguin, he is currently vowing to take down the rich, the ones born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Tired of them profiting off of all the poor people. Tired of being profited off himself. Believing that he is the American dream. And he is going to kill anybody in Gotham who has inherited over $5 million. Unless they give that money up. If they die and their family inherits the money, he is going to kill the family. He has every intention of melting the silver spoons of Gotham. Now that's what takes us to Batman and Tim Drake. Batman going over all of the footage that Penguin has put out. The most recent death was Colin and Clara Fitzroy. Now Colin Fitzroy, he was an individual that ran with Bruce Wayne back in the day. Someone that Bruce Wayne used to help put up his Playboy status. And so for Batman, this one, it is a little bit personal, but he has no time for luxury or friendships or anything of that nature, not while Penguin is out on the loose. And this is when Tim Drake lets him know that everybody, they're a little bit concerned about him. And that is because it has been a long time since he has been Bruce Wayne. It seems day and night, he is nothing more than Batman. The truth is, once the money dried up, nobody was out here calling to hang out with Bruce Wayne. With all of this free time, he has nothing but the job to do. Right now, he needs to get invited to a gala event, believing that this is going to be Penguin's next target. It's going to have all of Gotham's wealthy in one singular place. And Bruce Wayne, he does point out that this makes it the hardest part of the job. The fact that the people of Gotham, it's almost as if they want to die, at least the rich. Because Penguin is out here targeting the rich and the wealthy. And what do? They hold a gala event, bringing all of them into one place. And so calling up Sandy, he gets his invitation and Bruce Wayne is headed to this event. The rich, the famous, the well-known in this this city, all of them have arrived. And even Bruce Wayne admits that he does miss being Bruce Wayne. He misses having this alter ego. This dual life he recognizes is extremely valuable, and he needs to ensure that he upholds appearances just so he can maintain this dual life. While Batman is down here among all of the people, Robin is going through the ventilation system looking for any sign of Penguin or any of his men. Batman 98% sure that Penguin is going to use gas to attack. If you are going to kill everybody in this gala, that is the one thing that you can use. For maximum impact, gas is the way to go. And it doesn't take long for the Penguin to show his face. Coming in with a gas mask on, he is letting them all know that they are here and they have met their death. Injecting the boiler with some neutralizing agent, Robin has already taken care of the gas problem. As the people, they begin to panic and run in opposite directions. We see the cow come up and Batman has arrived. Robin also jumping into the fray. Robin's taking down the goons while Batman focuses on Penguin. But grabbing hold of the Penguin, Batman recognizes that this is not Cobblepot. This is Clayface. Saying Penguin didn't want to leave anything to chance. That if the gas did not work, that they would bring the entire building down on top of them. Telling Robin to get the doors and let everybody escape. For Batman, he had been hoping he would run into Clayface again. The last time they ran into one another, Batman injected him with a formula that he'd been working on for quite some time. It turns Clay into something a little more explosive. And while Clayface thinks that this isn't possible, Batman says, "Go ahead and try me." Telling him to save all of these people and tell him where Penguin is, or Clayface will be blown sky high. As Robin runs over to the door and opens it up for everyone to escape, one of the goons pulls up a gun and they shoot Robin right through the neck. With the explosion going off, Batman runs over to Robin's side, telling Clayface to cover all of the innocent civilians. Grabbing hold of Tim Drake, he grabs a bandage and puts it on his neck. Lifting him up, he runs out of this gala. Moving as fast as he possibly can, he is headed directly for the hospital. As Tim Drake slowly begins to bleed out, he is letting him know that they can't go to the hospital. They'll know who he is, who Bruce Wayne is. He needs to get out of this costume or it will cost them everything. And everything transpiring, this is all too familiar for him. He's had to do this a different time with a different soldier. He had to do this with Jason Todd. That was a day that he almost stopped being Batman. But the mission always demands for Batman to bring his A game, changing Tim Drake into civilian clothes, dropping him off at the hospital, and then hightailing it out of here. That's where we pick up a little bit later. Sitting in a hospital room. This isn't the hospital room of Tim Drake. This is the hospital room of Oswald Cobblepot. Batman showing up on site, telling Penguin that this is probably the most ballsiest move he has ever made. The truth is, the Penguin is dying from mercury poisoning, saying that he simply can't catch a break like Batman and all of the other billionaires. Now, Batman, he tries to say that he is not a billionaire, and the truth is he's really not anymore. Of course, Oswald, he doesn't know this. The ironic thing about all of this is that the Penguin, he comes from wealth. He is no self-made man. He was born with the silver spoon in his mouth. The problem is, high society, they always shunned him. They never gave him the time of day. His entire life, Oswald had been surrounded by people like this. And for everyone around him, being rich, coming from wealth, it all was very easy, but not for him, saying that he earned everything that he built, his empire, the Iceberg Lounge, and still, they look down on him. And now at the end, they get to live while he sits here and he dies. Saying people like Colin, while they may look like good guys on the outside, he spent many a night inside the lounge, pawning at women, insulting the staff, gambling so much away, telling Batman that he is simply out of touch, that that he dresses like a bat. And it is still not the most out of touch thing about Batman, but also saying that he left Batman for last. The sirens coming in, the police of Gotham City, and we see Oswald. He grabs hold of a pill. He goes to swallow it while also pressing the button for the nurse to come in. Not really sure what this pill is, not sure if it was cyanide or something else. We see Oswald Cobblepot begin to seize up. By all appearances, it looks like Batman is responsible, as we see the Penguin slowly start to descend into his darkness. As he slowly starts to die, Batman makes his escape. But this night, there were more than enough witnesses to see what had happened. Batman has killed the Penguin. With Bruce Wayne back at home base, he is sitting here having a conversation with Oracle. She's just calling, checking in, seeing how he's doing, especially after this whole Batman has killed the Penguin fiasco. But Batman does feel like the Penguin has overestimated how much damage this could truly do. The criminal underworld, they all believe that Batman is out here murdering people now. And that means that crime, it is way down. Not yet going to see Tim Drake. There is still something that is missing. Something that he hasn't uncovered yet. A puzzle piece in this mystery he is still trying to figure out. And that's what takes us to the Batcave. Inside the Batcave, we have a very low beeping sound. Something has been completed. Something has been activated. As an elevator rises up from the ground, what we see come to the surface is a robot, an AI, that goes by the name of FAILSAFE, and it has officially come online. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You guys know I am a huge fan of Chip Zdarsky. I think he is an absolutely amazing writer. I am glad he is picking up on Batman, and I am really excited to see what he does with this new story arc. FAILSAFE definitely looks to be a very promising adversary and opponent for Batman. More than likely created by Batman in the off chance that Batman goes rogue. At least that is my first takeaway, seeing that it activates after Batman becomes a murderer. And Penguin's big play here, by all appearances, it looked like he killed himself, all in an effort to frame the Batman. Not only that, Tim Drake, he was severely wounded. Obviously, he's going to make it through, with Oracle saying that he is in the hospital and Bruce Wayne still hasn't gone to see him. More than likely though, he's in critical condition. Definitely did not expect Tim Drake to be taken off the board so very quickly. This line seems to be a very dark avenue, a very dark path for Bruce Wayne to be going down. And I am 100% here for it. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything that has been going on with Batman, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with the Batman series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.